to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I've got to say I'm delighted for the first time to be joined by MACAULEY Owen. MACAULEY, how's things? You all good?
Yeah, things are going well. Yeah, flat out on my training as always, so it's all good.
Good. Well, obviously you'll be in training camp right now because you're fighting in, I believe, 6 or so weeks. In Telford, is that where you're from? Is that where you live in Telford, or?
Yeah. Hometown Telford, yeah. 5 weeks on Saturday, I think it is.
5 weeks on Saturday. So listen, you're fighting in Telford. I mean, what does that mean for you that the Frank Warren and all that are bringing these shows to Telford for these, like, sort of, what would you call them, like next generation shows, so to speak, the young ones coming through? So you must be delighted with that he's coming near you.
Yeah, definitely right on our doorstep. Like, yeah, it is very good. Very lucky, to be honest. A lot of lads are travelling from all over the place to get over here, so to have it on my doorstep, obviously the people are getting behind us from Telford. That's what you need.
We'll talk to you about you're 5-0 right now as a professional. You're doing all the right things so far, but you're up against a tough sort of Mexican who's got a few wins on his record. You can look at his losses, right? He's had 22 losses, but he's not been stopped many times. But the wins he has had, out of the 14 wins, he's had 12 knockouts. So he's alive and dangerous one. Did you not know that?
Yes, no, I didn't, to be honest. But
well, there you go. So it's he can pack a punch, it seems.
Yeah, it's what we're in there for, though, isn't it? Like, it makes the fights more exciting. Like, it's good having the gym. It's good having the lads to learn off, like in your first few.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, this will be my 6th, so it's time to start getting these lads, isn't it? Make these fights a bit more exciting. When they come, they leave themselves open to take the shots, and that's where I seem to be a little bit like better suited. So someone like that's gonna be a blessing for me to be boxing.
I know when you start off, especially for a young fighter like yourself, 24, 25 years old, when you're starting off in your pro career, you're fighting these journeymen that just turtle up. They've got a high guard, elbows in tight. It's hard to try and get that stoppage winner because they're not opening up for you. They're not throwing shots for you to counter. So are you hoping that Flores, when he comes to fight you, that he opens up a little bit and you can maybe get the knockdown, possibly get that stoppage win in your record again?
Yeah, well, like I say with those journeymen, they do cover up and they do cover up tight. You want to blow the journeyman out early, but like they do. That's why they're in there week in, week out. At the end of the day, like some of the shots I've caught them with, like ridiculous. Like people don't stay up on their feet with those shots. So yeah, they are tough. But like you say, yeah, these people who are going to throw the shots back. He's going to open himself up for those counters, and they're going to come in hot. Like I dropped the lad in the first round, and my last fight, he was meant to be another one of them tough foreigner coming over. Give us a test, and he was on his ass like in the first minute. So, I thrive off this. It's exciting now. That's what the professional game's all about, isn't it? Taking these step ups now.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's about. But like I said to you, domestically right now, the lightweight division is one of my favourite divisions domestically and at world level. Obviously, you're not. I mean this respectfully. You're not near world level just yet.
hey, we'll get there.
You still will be soon. I've no doubt in that.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Exactly, it won't be long. But even at just domestic level right now, when you look at the lightweight division, you've got Maxie Hughes, Gavin Gwynn, Reese Mould, Sam Noakes. You've got some very, very talented young fighters coming through in this division. Gary Cully, who's fighting this weekend, the 6'2" lightweight as well from Ireland.
How's he make that weight?
Listen, I know Gary very well, and I don't know how he makes that weight, to be honest myself, because he is a tall boy, but
yeah, I saw him in Arengate a fair few years ago now, and I saw how he makes that weight. It's not easy. Like,
no, but he does it, and like I say, it's a good old division to be in. You've got young Callum Thompson as well, who's down thereabouts, a young guy coming through. So when you look at the division domestically, man, how excited are you to be in it? Because I know it's every fighter's dream to get that British title, but for you to win that title, it seems it's going to be a tough journey for you to get that title because of the names I've just rattled off.
I mean, yeah, like I have been campaigning at lightweight, but I will actually be campaigning at super featherweight.
Right.
That's going to be my championship weight. So at the minute I've been at lightweight because there's not been much about the super featherweight for the fights. So this next one I believe is just above the super featherweight limit, like or underneath lightweight. So we are campaigning at super feather. Like I say, even as I was to box at lightweights, like you can list off it like loads of names, like all up and down the country. But at the end of the day, that's what we're in the game for. Like whoever they put in front of us is who we've got to box. The better the opponent, the better the performance for myself. So like you listed off all those names right there, but you know I could step in there, be confident with myself, confident in my ability. Like I really am.
But that's the thing. Even the super featherweight division is quite a tough old division because I mean these super featherweight, lightweight, and featherweight divisions are really, really stacked with talent right now. I mean, you just look at the featherweight division below the super featherweight division in Lee Wood, McConlin, Josh Warrington, Lara, this world level. Super featherweight, you've got Joe Cordina, Anthony Cacace, Selfa Barrett, and then the guys I've mentioned at the lightweight division. So you get to that position, it's going to be a fun time for you because there's going to be some exciting fights you're going to be involved in.
Yeah, definitely. That's the word, isn't it? Exciting. That's why I'm in boxing. That is the reason why I'm in boxing. I want to be remembered as an exciting fighter. So you know, like list those names, get them in there, get me in there with them. Like, that's going to give me the opportunity I need, you know, to do what I do best. So yeah.
McCauley, what is the sort of goal for you for this year? Like I mentioned, obviously the British title, but is it to get as many wins under your belt and get in position for a Commonwealth or a title shot?
Yeah, we are going to take it a step at a time. We are going to go regional first. I think we've got this fight, potentially one more, and then we'll push for the regional. You know, the more belts, the better. So yeah, we are this year especially. Like come to mid this year is when we're really going to push. Like you say, this lad that we're boxing next, he ain't no mug. He's going to be coming to win. He's going to be coming to do what he does. But that's the one, isn't it? Just line them up and knock them down. Like that's where we're going. So it's no place to start then in my hometown, Telford, is there?
Exactly. And you know he's no mug because I've just told you that he's got 14 wins and 12 knockouts. So
yeah, you told me that.
You know he's no mug now.
I best look into him, and I.
You best have a little look, but I'm sure you'll be fine, man, with your talent as well, and everything will go smooth. But yeah, Telford's looking like a nice little show there with all the talent. It must be. What's the fans like from Telford? Do they show up and show out?
Yeah, they do. I mean, yeah, we've got another Telford lad, Liam Davis. That's where we had the name. He's obviously British and Commonwealth champion now. So a lot of them get behind him. A lot of them get behind me. So we're bringing the crowd in at the end of the day. They're rowdy as well. The Telford lot, they love it. So it's that kind of support. I was there for when he won the European, I think it was, wasn't it? The European against Baluta. And geez, the Telford, like your ears were hurting in there. They were making some serious noise. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's good for. The Telford International Centre, where it is. Yeah, it's a blessing to be on our doorstep and putting the shows on there. It's just my turn next. It's just my turn to start pushing through and pushing for these titles because at the end of the day, that's what the people come for. It's good that the people getting behind me early on. It's what we all need in the early stages. But when the titles come, that's when I think everyone will really be pushing on.
McCauley, you obviously you mentioned all his titles there, Liam Davis titles and stuff like that. What inspiration do you draw from Liam, coming from the same sort of town and seeing what he's done in terms of titles? What inspiration do you draw from that?
A lot, man. I rate Liam a lot. He's a good lad. We trained together at Donington for about 6 years. We did until I moved away. And obviously, we were sparring partners all the way through there. I do really rate him a lot. To have someone like that, like here next to me, like while we're both pushing on. I mean, at the minute I'm on his undercard, which it's a blessing as well. To be putting on the fights that he's putting on with the likes of Baluta, like it was qualified to watch. I was on the undercard to that, so yeah, it's great. It's spurring me on. I try to keep us separate because it's no good comparing careers. We're both on our own journey, but exactly. I know my time will come. I know he's doing his thing, and I'm wishing him all the best with his career. But I know my time will be coming very soon.
Definitely. There's just as long as you keep knocking up them wins and climbing that ladder, that's all you can do. You can only beat the guy in front of you. But I will be remiss of me not to ask this question, since it's a big fight and it is in and around you. If you go down to super featherweight, it is written around your division. Wood versus Maurizio Lara this weekend. I know you'll be watching closely because I'm guessing you're a boxing fan as well as a fighter. So what's your thoughts on that fight itself then?
I mean, I'll be there. I'm actually going. Not just for that fight. That fight is a quality fight. But we've got our stablemate Aaron Bowen, who was in the Commonwealth Games.
I spoke to Aaron a couple of weeks ago.
So he's on the card, isn't it? So we're going down there to support him. And what a show that is to be on as well. So it's quality for our gym really to all be getting on these great shows. But that fight's class, yeah. I can't wait to see it. I do think, like, I regularly would, but I think that Lara is just strong, isn't he? Just a unit. I think his strength and power might show. Be interested to see what Wood can do. Well, whether he can, use his skill to get past it. I'm not sure, but it'd be exciting to watch anyway. That's what, like I said to you before, I love the excitement of boxing. We all do. That's why we're all in it. That's why the fans love to watch it. So the more exciting that fight can get, I reckon the more that Lara presses, like, he's just going to wear him down, isn't he? So we'll see though. All the best to Lee Wood though. Obviously, I hope he does well, the local lad. So it's exciting. It's exciting.
Definitely. Well, listen, it won't be long probably until you're headline in the Telford International Centre, I believe. And until that time comes, man, keep winning, keep knocking them down, like you say, line them up and knock them down, like you just said. And this is the first of many interviews, I believe. So keep doing it, keep working hard, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
Hopefully. Thanks very much for your time, man.
Cheers. McCauley. Thank you, mate. Cheers now.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.